All right, let's hope that everything is working today. I tried restarting my computer several times, updated anything that I could. Hopefully audio is okay. Let me know if I need to adjust at least the sound of the music. Let me here move the microphone. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. But I have the microphone right by my face, so hopefully I am audible. I don't know what happened last time. That was so weird. It's like, and then I was having, oh here, let me switch to my face while I'm talking. 1 second. There we go. But I was talking with one of my tutors for my tutor sessions, and she's like, I can't see you. So then I was like, okay, I'm live streaming, my audio doesn't work, and now I'm with my tutor and my video doesn't work. But it seems fine now. I don't know what's going on, but I'm glad it sounds good. Just one of those times, I guess. And then internet this morning was like so bad. I couldn't even run a speed test. So hopefully everything works out. My hair just doesn't look good with that dark background. There we go. But what's new is the Haps House life. How's everybody doing today? My hair's I was having struggles with my hair today. I had it braided yesterday, so that's why it's like this. But anyway, happy Sunday. It is Sunday the 23rd of November. Is that weird to anybody else, or is it just me? It's like this year was simultaneously incredibly long, but also like we're near the end. What? I got my water here ready to go. I think I'm good. I found my tablet pen. We have exciting things today for stream. First of all, I do want to say my new pattern is out. These were the demo people. This was the trial run, this guy right here, and I embroidered the eyes. And I'm a little sad because the pink is like white. But I swear it's pink. Like even in person, it looks white. I'm so sad, but it is pink. So this was the trial boy trying to figure out the that AI image, and then this was the tutorial just so you could see the stitches better. And then I also explained how to do the final one. Wow. Snake. This was so popular. I can't believe it. Let me show off the pattern. Let's see if the drawing full window screen works. It does. Let's go. Things are working today. I'm so excited. But yeah, so this is the pattern. It's completely free. It's based off of an AI image that was shared in actually a Dorcas Talks Discord. Somebody was like, LOL, take a look at this no thumb. And I was like, okay, but the colors and the face shape, I'm so picky with snakes. I've seen so many snakes online and they're all very cute and I love them all. But like this one just had like this roundness to it that I don't dig around for snake patterns. I'm sure this exists. But I was like, that's so cute. I want to try it. So I did, and I feel like I did an insanely good job replicating it and making it real. So it's a real snake. I also, the pattern was like kind of difficult to figure out because the stitches aren't real. So I'm like, how many rows is in between each color? And I think I did a pretty good job making it like, here, like go back to my face so you can see this baby up close. I think I did a pretty good job making the pattern like look good. Like I think the color, oh my god, and the camera like blurs out. But I think I did a pretty good job with making the striping look good. And I think it just turned out really nice. It's also incredibly soft. This is Dollar Tree yarn, which is basically just Premier yarn. They just work with Dollar Tree. And the only thing that's like different, and actually I spent so much time. Can we talk about these photos for a second? And then I'll get into the good stuff because there's more good stuff too today. Hold on, let me just go back and forth because y'all just need to see the amount of effort that I put into this snake. Okay, here, let me bring this up and then you can see it up close. So I very much, first of all, copied obviously the color, the striping, and if you look really close, the eyes are actually brown. I have brown eyes that I happen to have them. I bought them from Michael's forever ago, and I was like, maybe one day I'll use them, I don't know. And I never found a use for them until now. So I copied the brown. The only thing that doesn't match is the tongue because I used actual yarn instead of felt. I don't have felt, RIP, because it looks like felt. and I tried really hard to match this like really random striping, and I made it look good, I for sure. But like the tree in the background, I found a tree. Obviously the green. I did artificially make this back patch greener. It was not this green. Everything around us is dead right now, so I had to do some color editing to get it close. But I did make that green to match the green in the corner up here, and also building reflection right here. I'm the only one who's gonna know, okay? But it's there. And the shirt, I couldn't believe it. I have a shirt that matches that perfectly. Mine has little teddy bears on it, so that's why it's twisted. I had to hide the teddy bears. But I have the shirt. I did not have the exact nail polish color. Mine's more pink. But like still, I think the effort shows. Okay. And obviously the twisting around. The lack of thumb was definitely the hardest part, I think. Like the background was pretty hard, not gonna lie. But the lack of thumb also was a difficult thing to capture. I think I did a decent enough job hiding my thumb. But I think it came out like really good, and I'm pretty happy with it. Pretty proud of myself there. So this junky AI picture that makes no sense, and I made it into a real thing, and it's a real pattern that you can actually pick up for yourself for free in my Ko-fi shop. And I show you how to make this snake, but then I explain how to make this one if you want to make the actual AI one. But it's real. And I added blush because there was no blush, and that, of course, is another sin on top of the AI. And I thought I did a really good job. And because so many people really liked this one, and I do also appreciate the tips. Thank you for the people who tipped. I did find another AI. Hold on, where is it? So, I mean, I didn't find it. This one was also shared in a Dorcas Docs Discord. But I looked at it and I'm like, I could make that. I could do that. So I already drafted up the pattern. And by draft up, I mean I did the math. I need to actually test if the math works, though, because I haven't actually picked up yarn yet. I just wrote the pattern without doing anything. So here's what it is. And I think I can get pretty close. Like, my walls are white. The table I have is already wood textured. A book, I have a fake plant that looks just like that. I can maybe make this cup work. I think I can mimic this. The only thing I would have to actually buy that I don't already own would be the keychains. But I could get that from like Walmart or something. But this doesn't make any sense. Like, looking at this, I mean, obviously it's AI. Of course it's not going to make any sense, but at least there's a thumb this time. But like, this looks so gross and so ugly. And it's like, is it a Santa outfit? Like, I don't know. Like, it looks like it would be with the belt, but then there's nothing else Santa. So I'm actually going to turn this into a Santa pupper, just to make the belt work. And yeah, that's my thoughts. So I'm going to add white trimming. It also looks like it wraps the red all the way around, but I'm going to make it just a coat. So I'm going to have it, how do you recognize AI crochet? It's a little bit difficult because you have to kind of understand what stitches look like. If you're not familiar with that, you can look for things like this. This eye, I think, is probably the easiest for non-crochet people to pick up. For safety eyes, let me switch to my face. Okay. So this has what's called a safety eye. The idea is that it's supposed to be safe for children, but ironically it's not, because it can come out and a child could choke on it. So you basically don't want to use safety eyes for children if you're going to give this to a child. Obviously, if they're old enough, then you can give it to a child, but if they're like young, don't give it to a child. But they're called safety eyes. So most of the time you'll probably see them pure black, and they sit like on top of the stitches. They might dig in a little, but this is kind of what they usually look like. So I have one on this snake that has color. So this has brown, so they can have color. There's people who custom make them and decorate them. So the pupils can come in different color, the iris can come in different color, but they don't have like this. Oh, let me go back to the, here we go. They don't have, my mouse shows up right, yeah. You see there's kind of like an eyelid right here. There's like a dark spot and then an eyelid. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So that's one way to spot it. I had another one I was thinking of doing. And you have the typical like AI glow. Like here's another one I was thinking of doing. Once it loads, boop doop doop. So this one's also AI, and one way to tell is like the stitches are like, what do I call that? Like bumps. So they're all like perfectly little round bumps, and that's not what stitches look like. Stitches. It's kind of, again, you kind of got to get used to it. Like it's kind of like, you know, how I'm a normie. I don't know anything about art. How do I get used to it? You just kind of have to get used to the looking at it. So if you have something that's worked in a round, there's, I mean, it's gonna be down for a second, and then hopefully we'll be back. At least the audio and the video work right. Something had to go wrong today. Something did. All right, hopefully we're back. It like just the internet today is just having a time. That's just my life right now. But anyway, like you get used to it. The more that you look at crochet. Hopefully some of that like came through and like anyway, it's just little details, little things. Oh, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm sorry the stream's been like so glitchy, but I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Happy Sunday. All right. Anyway, so that's the plan. Is to do those dog ones next, but I want to try and get the wheelchair stock photos done first. And always cool stuff here. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I tried my best. But yeah, so that's the update. There is got the new crochet pattern completely free, and then the wheelchair stock photos are coming soon. I'm having to do shoots in like little short bits. I don't know why. Like I was either having a really bad day yesterday or just like I was feeling sick or something, but like I could only take like so many photos, and then I felt like really sick, and then I had to stop. And then I tried to do another shoot and did more photos, and then I felt really sick again, and then I stopped. So I think I'm gonna have to do them in short bursts. I don't know why. But yeah, hopefully that one is coming soon. And then the other thing, all right, let me pull this up. I have exciting news. TrueRef has given me a free 1-month membership just to show y'all on stream about TrueRef. So if you don't know about TrueRef, and you're an artist or you like to be creative or you want to try to get into drawing, I was like trying to say super and highly recommend TrueRef. They are an awesome resource, and it's just pretty incredible. Even if you're on like a budget, they have, if you click on explore, you can go to, where was it? Here, the free library. They just updated this, so I think there's some changes that are coming soon, something like that. But there's more photos in their free thing than you will ever be able to use in like your lifetime. And new stuff gets added every single month. And it's just incredible. If you go over to their shop, you could also just buy the packs, which I think are super worth it. I grabbed a couple just to kind of, you know, I'm gonna grab a couple, but also just to kind of explore it, and then like we can talk about it. So basically, if you can pay full price for, and there's sales sometimes too, I think, for the packs. And honestly, this one, super recommend. The modern pinup, the photos in there are like so good. I love that one. So grab that one. But yeah, so basically what you do is you're like, oh, I like this one, so let me click on this one. So you could pay the, what is it, $10 for this, or you could get a membership, pay $15 a month, or I don't remember if there's a yearly discount. I would assume so. Yeah, 15% off if you buy the year. So I have the membership. What it looks like is you click add to cart, and then once it's added to your cart, it's free. So then I can just pick that up. And so here's an example order that I did. And you have the regular full-size photos, and you have a low-res version. And I downloaded the low-res version just to try it out. And it's huge. Like, the photos are still, like, massive, perfectly easily usable, but then you save computer space too. So anyway, wanted to give them a shout out because they gave me a free membership. And so now we're gonna get into the art, and I'm gonna be using one of the references today for the artwork. And I thought we could draw the boy, also using one of my own reference photos. Look at me go. I'm so productive. I did edit so many photos. What was it? Friday? I forget. But I edited all of the 2025 photos. So that is something y'all can really look forward to, especially because there's going to be an interior stock pack. And there's so many things. So many things are happening. Let me show y'all really quick preview of what's coming for the 2025 stock pack, which sounds so weird to say. I feel like I just released the 24 stock pack. But yeah, so I just went ahead and edited all of these. So we have some nice clouds. I thought this was pretty with the silhouette and the tree. Very nice. Had some clouds. Don't worry, I was safe. Some nice foresty ones. I almost picked that one for today too. But then I was like, I should use one from an older pack just to go through them. And but yeah, these came out really nice. And I'm excited. This one was another one I was thinking about using today. I wanted something foresty. And then we have interior. This one was post hurricane, which is why it looks like this. So you can actually see the water level. That is how high the hurricane water was. For anyone who doesn't know, we had a hurricane, 2 hurricanes back to back last year. So fun times, very fun times, very not fun times. But anyway, so I have a lot of interior detail shots. And I tried to find places also that have just like a mess, so you could understand like how to fill in space with detail and stuff, to make something seemed lived in. And I got a lot of pools. This was a weird house. I thought that was cute. Look at that. I still gotta edit these in terms of like there's some branding in some of the later photos. Some of these are like model houses, so they're like dressed up. But like little things like here on the bookshelf, there's like knickknacks and like a clock and books and decorations. And I thought like just being able to see a setup of like a home, it's like, you know, like what do you put in a room? I don't know. At least for me, it's like difficult to think of. So I thought this would help artists. So there's going to be a separate interior stock pack. But if you get the 25, you're basically getting like all of the photos anyway. But anyway, so that is what y'all can look forward to. Okay, I promise, I think I'm done with announcements. We can get to art now. But yeah, so how are y'all doing? What's new? What's how's life? Let me get this pulled up. Hold on a second. Poses. I just want to pull it up on my other monitor so I can see them both at the same time. I think it was 139. Yes, 139. And then I'll get refs for Du Bois later. I'm not going to do a full body. I just kind of want to... I like that this was backlit. So this picture was taken in Georgia, in Atlanta. I was visiting my brother at the time. Alright, let's get this up here. Oh, did I do that? There it goes. Okay. Just a delay. My computer, my internet, hopefully everything's working still with the stream. Okay. There we go. Okay. Quick save everything before we get started and then we can get started. But yeah, I've been having finally we had like some clear skies weather. It was overcast the entire week. So I wasn't able to take the snake picture. I wasn't able to start any of the wheelchair pictures. But yeah, now that that's all good, like clear sky today, so after stream today I can work on some more pictures. And definitely excited to get that going and finally have that off my plate. I think I'm maybe like a third or a fourth, somewhere around there, of the way um, through the photos. I have a list, so if anybody has, on my list right here, so if anybody has requests for the wheelchair poses, let me know. I've already done turnaround, I've done some with a gun, which actually look pretty good, which is funny. And some other props. So I was also requested to do martial arts or yoga, cooking and cleaning, and then see if Alexander will want to take some pictures with me and have like a second person there. But that's my plans for the wheelchair stock pack. Actually, I just realized both of her hands are in her pocket. Oops, shit, let me do that. Go away. There we go. Okay. I also have news that might disappoint some of y'all. And I almost like didn't want to say it. I did say it to some other group of people I was talking with, and like the gasps that I heard, I was like, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. But I did watch the new Frankenstein movie. And I can definitely see why so many people liked it. I am so sorry. Maybe I wasn't in the right mood. Maybe I don't know. But I don't know. It was just okay. I'm sorry. I don't know. I wasn't that into it. It felt kind of just a little slow at parts, and then at times it was just like, I don't know, I didn't feel that connected to the characters. Hold on, I'm pulling up the voice ref. But I saw we getting cold as fuck, starting to get my hands so oh no. You still have to watch the new Frankenstein? Okay, I will then have your expectations lowered, so then you will go in and have a really great time. How about that? You're like, oh man, Sam said it wasn't good, and then you're gonna go in and you're like, oh wow, this was actually great. What was she talking about? And it's like, there you go. You're welcome. But yeah, it just, I don't know. Like, there were definitely parts that I liked. And I did watch Cinemassacre on YouTube. He did it wasn't a review, it was a comparison of a lot of the other Frankenstein movies and just how close they were to the source material. And for all the hype and like, what am I doing? For all the hype and like everyone saying like, oh, his is the closest to the book and blah, blah, blah. It's like, he was actually really far off the mark, which isn't a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's just, I thought it was funny that so much of the marketing and people talking about it was like, oh my god, finally somebody who's like doing her work justice or whatever. And then he's like changing up so much stuff. I just thought that was kind of funny. Again, nothing wrong with that. I just thought it was funny. But I was also incredibly distracted by the actor who plays the creature. because it's the same actor who was in the Kissing Booth Netflix movies. And I just can't not see him as that. I've never seen the Kissing Booth movies, but like I've seen enough YouTube reviews and people talking and making fun of it that like I basically have seen the movies, and it's incredibly distracting. At least it was for me. So I think I'm just kind of like the wrong audience here, maybe. But anyway, yeah. But I'm sorry to hear about your hands. Oh man. It's definitely getting cooler here, but it's warmed up still since it snowed that one day. So I'm looking forward to more snow, hopefully soon-ish. I mean, it can wait for until December. I'm okay with that. December is, that's the snow, Christmas time month, so that's fine. The snow can wait. But I asked them, the people who live here. This is the first time, I don't know if you know, that I've moved to Iowa. So normally I live in Florida, and I've lived in Florida most of my life, and so I've seen snow, but living in a place with snow is a new experience for me. So I kept asking so many people who have lived here, like, is it gonna snow? When is it gonna snow? That sort of stuff. And they're like, oh, don't worry, you're gonna get snow. And I'm like, okay, good. And but somebody said one time it snowed for Halloween. So they had a snowy Halloween, and I'm like, oh my god, that's such a wild experience. I don't know if I can really imagine a snowy Halloween. It's funny to think about. Actually, what do I want for his pants? I guess I could just put him in like pants. Like just jeans maybe. I want to do something a little bit more with the legs though. Maybe like one and I don't like that. Or I can do this way. No. Just like that. Beautiful, perfect. I'm probably gonna go for more fall vibes for this artwork though. I do have that one older artwork of the boy in fall, so I guess this will be like just another version of that. Where is it? When did I do it? Oh, different folder. That's right. There it is. Okay. I knew I was gonna find it. There we go. Like this one. I still really like this one. The colors are just so pretty. I probably should have put more blue though. Just because the blue is just his eyes and his bangs, and they're all like centralized into one location. Actually, I will leave this up as another reference. When was the last time I've drawn him? It's been a while, I think. Sketch. There we go. I think I normally draw his tail on this side, which is why I was thinking I wanted it on that side. Even though his body's pretty forward. I think you could go either way. I don't think I want the leather jacket though. I think I'm gonna change that. You've never seen snow in 30 years? Wow. Because I get really sick. Oh no. I'm the opposite. I get really sick in hot temperatures, which is funny because I lived in Florida for so long. Aww. Well, hey, maybe you can travel to a place, Or, you never know. global warming and all this climate change and stuff, you could randomly get snow. I don't know. But yeah, it'd be fun. I'm trying to remember the last time I saw snow before this. I think it's been years. Because before I was in Florida, and then we were in California for a couple years, there was no snow there. There was a lot of fog, though. That was the most fog I think I've ever experienced, was living in California. That was just kind of nuts. It's like they don't have rain, but they have fog. A lot of fog. Oh, I kind of want to make this a color block. That was kind of a happy accident. I think that would be cute. Actually, do I want this to be a sweater instead? Hold on. Let's experiment. Because then you could have it like that. That could be cute. We'll put him in a sweater. I saw a YouTube tutorial for a hat. It had a what's it called? Like it was, I don't know what it's called. The longer bit, instead of like a beanie, it had like an extra amount, kind of like a Santa hat, but like not Santa. And I didn't really like that style, but I think you could modify the pattern to be just like a regular beanie and just like have it be tight to the head. I don't really like the look of the extra space for me personally. So I think I might want to try and make a hat. And she used fleece, and I have so much leftover fleece from the Christmas gifts that I was doing, because for my brother's cowl, like all they had at Walmart was like a yard of fleece, and I did not need a yard. So there's so much extra fleece, I don't know what to do with it. And I don't necessarily want a black beanie, but I could make one. The only thing I don't know what to do with is the reason I thought of it is because of this part of the sweater, the tight part at the bottom. I don't know what to use for that, because she used like some sort of stretchy, I think it was like a knit fabric or something for it, and I don't have anything like that. I could use like cotton and then put an elastic band in it. I feel like that'd be kind of dumb though. I don't know. I have to look at what I have. I don't think I have anything. I guess I could just like still use the fleece and just have it be tight. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to do that. I don't know. I do want to make a hat. So, oh, you know what? I wonder if I could have, like, you could have the fleece beanie hat, right? That looks like that. But then I could put crochet on top. And then I could put whatever color I wanted. So you could have like the fleece fabric be like the warm underlayer, and then the crochet could be like the decorative color on top. I don't know, I just thought of that. I don't know if that would actually look good or if that would even work. I don't know. I don't like that I lost the hip. I think I'm gonna switch the shoulders. Hold on, I'll make it look good. It'll look good in post. There. And then let me look up jeans really quick and see what. And he's covered in fur, so I feel like I could have the whole jeans, which I didn't used to like when I was younger, but they've kind of warmed up on me. Let's just look up jeans, see what happens. Not what I'm looking for. Let me try wearing jeans. I still gotta say, I am not into skinny jeans. I tried them one time when I was in high school, and a friend of mine was very insistent that I should buy them and said I looked so good in them and all these compliments, I hated wearing it, but I was like, okay, I'm peer pressured into buying it. I never wore them once. I don't know. That's a millennial thing, right? The skinny jeans? I couldn't get into it. I like the boot cut so much better. I like the flare at the bottom. I like it tight at the thigh. Not really tight in the waist because like I need to breathe. I need air. But then I like it when it flares out at the bottom. That's not like crazy, not like 70s, but like 80s, 90s, you know. A little bit smaller flare. But that's my preference for wearing them for me personally. But I remember my tutor showed me a picture of jeans, which I feel like jeans is kind of being a very generous descriptor of them, but they were like complete, just whole. Like they were just connected basically by the seams, and there was like no other material. And then you just had it at the waist and crotch, and like that was it. That was the pants, and I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, I can't get behind that one. There's nope. Okay, I like this picture. Sometimes fashion is like, you didn't have to do that though. I understand the desire to experiment, but yeah. Also, wow, that was deleted so fast. I have no idea what you said. Ooh, didn't show up. Okie dokie. Alright, let's clean up these legs. I was kind of going for like a wide-ish stance. I don't know what I really want to do. Sometimes people have just too many limbs, you know? And then like I made an OC that doesn't have any limbs except for a tail. And then I never know how to draw him. But was it the Pose Archives? They made that. Was it them that made the mermaid stock pack? Somebody made a mermaid stock pack. I think it was them. And that was actually like helpful. But I feel like so much of mermaids are like the arms. But my OC doesn't have any arms. I think what I should do is make one leg straight and then like that. I never know what to do with legs. What do you do with legs?